Hi everyone! So today I'm doing some figure drawing practice in the old sketchbook. Most figure drawing practice focuses on the human body, which I am practicing today, but the main focus of this today is to work on learning to draw clothes, I think. I want to get better at drawing the way clothes hang off the body, if that makes sense, and how the fabric folds and drapes and stuff in a natural way. So for reference images, I'm using some street style pictures from an Instagram account that I follow called Watching New York. Yeah, that's what it's called. They've got some cool pictures for drawing references, so I would definitely recommend following them. I also use an account called Tokyo Fashion sometimes. If you're looking for interesting people to draw, I would definitely recommend Watching New York and Tokyo Fashion. Maybe I should talk about what materials I'm using as well. I like to draw with an erasable Prismacolor pencil at the minute. I think they're called col-erase, and this colour is rose. It's actually not that erasable. All you can do with an eraser is kind of lighten the lines of it. And I think drawing with a pencil like this forces you to consider and trust the lines you make a bit more, because you can't get rid of them. It makes you more confident and quicker at sketching when you can't undo, I think. So yeah, I like to use coloured pencils to draw with. And the sketchbook I'm using is, well, it isn't actually supposed to be a sketchbook, it's just a plain paper notebook, and the paper's pretty thin. It's called a Leuchtturm 1917 notebook, which I may be butchering the pronunciation of, so I'll write a list of materials in the description, so you can see how it's spelled. And the reason I like to draw in these is because the paper is super smooth, which I really like, and very thin paper works wonderfully with fountain pens and alcohol-based markers, which I like to use a lot. And the fountain pen I'm using today is a Lamy Safari pen. But anyway, the main thing I wanted to talk about today, as you may be able to tell from the title, is Instagram and how much it's changed in the amount of time that I've used it. Quite a lot of people have made videos now about the feeling of Instagram burnout and the pressure of FOMO and comparison and needing to look perfect. So I won't go on about that side of things too much. But what I do want to talk about today is, well, the sheer quantity of content that the Instagram algorithm requires right now. A quick summary of what's going on is that the Instagram algorithm favors accounts that post at least once a day. And they do have to be good quality posts as well. I think accounts can recognize when you repost old pictures, and they penalize your account for that. And the thing about that is, every day, it's just not possible. It's just not possible for people who have a full-time job doing something else. I think the current recommendations to grow your account coming from Instagram themselves is 7 pictures a week, 3 reels a week, and between 2 and 10 Instagram stories a day. And that's crazy. That's absolutely crazy. I think it's something like that anyway. I've read a couple interviews with Instagram reps themselves where they talked about how accounts that don't do this are punished in the algorithm by being hidden from their own followers. And they did use the words punish as well, so I thought that was pretty harsh. Proper brands, like ASOS and such, can keep up with this crazy social media schedule because they're able to hire and pay a full-time social media employee or even a whole team, but the rest of us just can't do that. For me, my work it's to make art and it's to run my Etsy shop, and I also have a part-time job as well, so I really can't do the full-time work of daily professional social media photography. I do get business from my Instagram, so I do have to post there. But at the minute, all I'm able to do is 3 posts a week. And because that's below Instagram's daily requirements for the algorithm, my posts are hidden from my followers, and my account stopped growing about 18 months or so. It's been about the same size. And to start with, this stressed me out so much. I'd be trying my best to post every day, but it's not possible with art because you can't make a brand new illustration piece every day. So eventually I realized, okay, I can't do what the Instagram needs me to do. The algorithm. And if I can't do it, doesn't realizing that kind of free me from it? It sounds obvious now, But I had this epiphany where I was like, oh, you know, I don't actually have to play the game. Because I'm not able to use Instagram on a professional production scale, it doesn't actually matter what I put on there and how often I post. I can just put pictures up and they don't have to be that good. Or I can wait to post until I have something really good. And then I'm not just posting filler for the sake of keeping up with a social media schedule. I saw a video title recently. I don't think I actually watched the video, I just liked the title. And it said, make Instagram casual again. And I thought, yes, exactly, that's exactly what I want to do. I remember when I first got Instagram in 2014, I think it was. And back then, social media was just about throwing up pictures so your friends could see without thinking too hard about it, really. I mean, you did try to look nice in your pictures, you tried to make them nice, but nobody was trying to create a personal brand. Very few people were trying to make a career from it. If you'd gone back in time and explained the idea of like an Instagram grid theme to me back in 2014, I would have just been baffled. I was posting pictures of my art, but they were just, you know, quick, badly lit ones that I've just kind of taken post. And then I would also, you know, post a picture of the pancakes I just had, and then there'd be, you know, a picture of me at Disneyland or something, and I just didn't think too hard about it. It was fun, you know? I didn't really follow many brands or influencers, and I would just chuck up whatever and then look at what friends and family were doing and a handful of my favourite artists, and that was it. And I think that's how it should be, really, rather than this hyper cultivated monster it's become. I've seen some artists say that they're not sure anymore whether they're creating art for Instagram or themselves. You know, like they find themselves leaning towards projects that are more Instagrammable rather than pushing themselves to try something risky or starting a long-term big project that won't necessarily have these like exciting daily Instagram updates. And I've caught myself feeling that way as well, and I think that's really sad. At the end of the day, social media, it's supposed to be fun. It is entertainment after all. And it was back in the day, and I think it should be again. So this is all just to say that I'm picking up the battle cry of make Instagram casual again as well. And this goes for TikTok and Twitter too. There's just no point in burning yourself out for an app that isn't going to pay you, at least nowhere near what your work's actually worth. And then, you know, if you find that you can do it, right when you get into a daily posting routine, they'll just change the algorithm and add some new feature and pull the rug from underneath you. They'll be like, oh yes, 7 pictures a week, that's great, but we've also added this thing called Reels now, and you'll need to do 3 of them each week on top of that. Okay, thanks, bye. YouTube's got its own problems as well, but one of the things that makes YouTube a bit healthier of a platform than Instagram is that content has a longer lifespan on here. On Instagram, you post a picture of something you've worked really hard on, and within about 2 days, everyone who's going to see it has seen it, and then the algorithm drops it, and it's not really going to be shown to anyone ever again unless they go to your profile and dig it out. Whereas on YouTube you often get videos suggested to you that are 5 or 6 years old even. Content you make doesn't just disappear into the void after a couple days. It continues to contribute to your account for a long time. It continues to appear on people's homepage and recommended bars. I'd say this is actually one of the reasons I decided to make this YouTube channel. I don't want my art to be seen for 24 hours and then just gone, you know? Anyway, so I have been rambling for a while now. I think I've said everything I want to say, so I'm just going to go and give my voice a rest. The message is just to, well, just remember that social media is supposed to be fun. The algorithm posting requirements are just too high to be taken seriously, so you can just ignore them and do what you want. I know that's what I'm going to do. I'm really happy with how the sketchbook spread came out, by the way. It's not a super finished painting or anything, but I think it was useful practice and it was fun to do. I think it looks cute. So, okay, that's it for now. I'll see you next time.